it's Hermit Challenges time. Hello! That's the first little one out of the way. There are so many of these things. There are so many Hermit Challenges chickens. I mean, what, that's around about 6, maybe 7. There's probably another 10 over there. This is ridiculous. I think it's best that we do a kind of montage, maybe like a partial time-lapsey type thing of me doing this. And hang on a minute. I saw a chicken earlier that might directly apply to what we're about to do. There. Sing your own time-lapse music. I mean, it only makes sense that the Hermit Challenge's time-lapse also is in of itself a Hermit Challenge. Right, let's do this. And if you don't want to go through this torment, then skip about a minute ahead. Okay, you'll probably be better for it. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. Bub, 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 Hermit Challenges. 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 Bub, 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 bub. Well, that was terrible. That was horrible. I never want to do that again. I mean, the challenges were fun, but I tried my best. I did the best I possibly could. Oh, the base is dying. Why did I make it so that my base eats the most frustrating thing? I would honestly rather feed it diamonds. I can't even find my diamond hoe to get the golden apples. And that stupid song is actually stuck in my head. I feel like I might have accidentally made something slightly catchy. And in goes the apple. That should make the base happier. There it goes. Sweet. Okay, that's all good. Now, you may notice there's still a couple of Hermit Challenges left. That's because they didn't kind of fit in with the time-lapse format. They require other people or they require audio. So I think I'm going to drop in and out of doing Hermit Challenges over the next couple of episodes, and hopefully we can knock these off by episode, say, 53. I can't believe we're in the 50s, by the way. It feels like just yesterday that this season started. Anyway, let's crack on with a little bit of building, shall we? So it was either in the previous episode or the episode before I started work on my Industrial Day Pass scheme. So I've opened up my industrial district to visitors. People could come in and grab resources, but currently there is no way to actually buy the Industrial Day Passes, and I'm going to change that today. Now, obviously, there is no diamond throne to deposit my diamonds to, so I thought I would just kind of place them outside the vault where the throne is housed. I don't want Impulse to know that I'm down here. He's walking around in the shopping district. Cubfan is also somewhere under the ground over there. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why I'm whispering. He can't hear me. I'm not even really whispering, am I? I'm just kind of talking in a whispery voice without actually whispering. Cubs just ran up to me and punched me. And he doesn't seem to be wearing very many clothes. What am I doing? What am I doing? Flying away. I'm flying away. I hope they don't think I'm a member of the Mycelium Resistance. A lot of people seem to think I'm a member of that. So here is the little plot that I've purchased right next to this incredibly successful store. It's just off the edge of the shopping district. And now I actually have to work out what I'm going to make this build look like. Now I kind of have some ideas. I want to make it look... I mean, it needs to look industrial, obviously, because this is Industrial Day Passes. And I'm thinking... we basically do all the worst bits of industry, you know? I'm talking pollution, I'm talking things spilling into the water, you know, radioactive waste, all that good stuff. And I think that process will work well in the form of a third-person time-lapse. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I don't do all of the spillagey bits, because as I was flying around gathering resources for the build, I realised that there's a gigantic store in the shopping district called HEP, which apparently stands for the Hermit's Environmental Protection Agency, I assume. And that's probably not great for my spilling out store. You know, pouring hazardous waste into the water around the shopping district. That's probably not going to make me very popular with the Hermit's Environmental Protection Agency. And I decided against doing it because I can't have another failing business. You know, I can't have another business that gets shut down. That would be absolutely terrible. But anyway, on the topic of this business, I'm really liking the way that it's looking. You know, I think it's a cool little structure. It's like a factory that's been shrunk in the wash. And one thing that I found interesting while I was looking up all of the pictures of factories on Google, because I had them open on my other screen while I was actually building this thing, is the red and white chimneys. I don't know how I've never noticed these red and white chimneys before. I guess I just haven't thought about it too much, but pretty much every single picture of a factory that I could find has these red and white chimneys. And now every single time I drive past a factory, I'm going to be looking out for the red and white chimneys. And now that you've heard me say this, you're probably going to be doing the same. For someone who's actually smarter than me, why is it we have these red and white chimneys? Is it to stop planes? I mean, it seems like the chimneys wouldn't be tall enough to worry about planes, but is it some kind of visibility thing? I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comment section. Maybe it's so they don't have to decorate them for Christmas because they already look like giant candy canes. Yeah, I think that might be it. So now that our absolutely adorable little factory has been constructed, I guess we should probably work on the inside of this thing because currently, yeah, I mean, it looks very industrial, okay, and very work focused on the outside, but then on the outside, there's nothing. There's nothing being manufactured in here. So we should probably start work on that, and I guess... I mean, we do have space for 2 floors here. With that being said, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put on the second floor. Maybe just a diamond room, like a vault up at the top, because I imagine this is going to be an incredibly successful business. So now we actually have some floors in place. This is looking less like a shell, and it's given me some time to think about what's going on the inside. And I'm thinking we actually play up quite well to the industrial theme. Obviously, we've got an industrial outside, so we should probably make it industrial on the inside and maybe add like workbenches and factory things and some chimneys being, you know, industrial stuff. The blast furnace is probably one of the most industrial looking blocks I can think of. So I'd say doing something like this. This is cool. This is cool. This is what I'm talking about. I think we need stuff hanging from the ceiling as well. Would you say this looks like a fluorescent industrial work light? I kind of would. If you really squint, yeah, I'd say they look pretty nice in here. I mean, I'm really trying my best. You know, I'm starting to get good at building exteriors of buildings, or at least not good, but I'm proficient at building exteriors. Interiors, though. Ugh, they are the bane of my existence. Like, all my confidence just falls onto the floor and then crawls out the door and then gets run over by a bus. Literally. 1 hour later, my confidence after being run over the bus has then been punched by a big burly man and then trodden on by a sumo wrestler. I'm down on the dumps. I've really tried. Okay, this is my best effort. This is me doing my best. I wanted to make it interesting in here. It's different from what I imagined in my head when I first started this project, but it's not necessarily bad. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I really don't know. The more I look around, the more I like it. You know, it's chaotic, but it's chaotic in quite a good way. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. All it has to do, this is the only function it actually serves, is it just needs to house these industrial day passes. I've got to rename a few more. I'm going to fill up all of these shulker boxes because clearly I'm very optimistic that we're going to get a huge number of visitors. By the way, those Minecraft 1.17 bundles cannot come soon enough because look, my inventory is just filled with junk and little weird stacks of things. I cannot wait to stack it all together and just have space again. Is this going to be the final use of my bow? No, it's still got life in it. For like the past 7 or 8 episodes, my bow has almost been out of durability, and I know it's been stressing everyone out, and now we're down to the final one. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm over here, of course, this is the Golden Nuggets. This is where the day passes are actually created. Okay, I've accounted for 704 visits to the industrial district. Do you reckon that's enough? I mean, how popular is this shop going to be, do you reckon? I think that's going to be more than enough. I can't believe how far I've had to travel in search of a chicken. What has happened to all the chickens around my base? I honestly can't work out where all the chickens around my base keep going. I mean, seriously. Welcome to the Industrial Day Pass store. Here you can buy an entry pass to my ever-expanding industrial district. Pay your diamonds, pick up your pass, travel to the district, and deposit your pass into the chest. The portal will be revealed, pop through and pick up as many items as you like from the chest in the storage system. Mumbo. And then on the other side, we've got all the farms that are available. Obviously, we're going to have plenty more. Now, obviously, I want to make sure that the hermits don't get lost in the process of trying to find the industrial district. So I've created these little signs, which I'm going to dot throughout the shopping district and also throughout the nether as well, running into my tunnel. So hopefully they can find it. I imagine people are still going to get lost in the process. So I have a sign with an arrow that points towards a sign with an arrow. And the sign with the original arrow explains how the sign with the arrow works. And with that, our store is now all completed. So it is done. It is ready for operation. I don't think there's anything that I've forgotten about. So we have the instructions. We have all of the signs in place. They're going through the shopping district and through the nether and things. We have all the day passes. And we have the industrial district. And we have the tunnel that connects the industrial district to the nether hub. I mean, there's nothing else I need to do. So, hermits, if you're watching this, please visit my store, and please visit my industrial district and take everything that you could possibly ever want ever. Please. I'm really running low on diamonds. I mean, I know that may sound ridiculous coming from someone who has, what, 8.5 stacks of diamonds, but trust me when I say they are going fast. I'm spending them like crazy. I'm starting to think that it might be high time that I look into selling this little fella. This unique. Is anyone collecting the dragon set that needs this thing? I mean, I'm happy to sell it. Anyway, I guess while we're over here, we should probably play a little bit decked out. I have got one dungeon key, and it also looks like this little timer right here is on its way to the end, so we could get ourselves another dungeon key if we're patient enough. But, I mean, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. There's my compass. I've got to set my spawn. Got to put the items away. You guys know the drill by now. In goes my decked out box. Press the button. And everything should now be ready to go. I've taken off all my armor, everything like that. Let's do it. Okay. Now, I had really good luck last time I went in this direction. So I, for one, am incredibly glad that it is pointing me in this way. I hate this game. But I also slightly love this game. Okay. Okay. That's not good. That's so not good. He's chasing me. He is chasing me. He's right there. He's right there. Ah! Oh, no. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die! Alright, I think we might have lost him. I would say we've lost him. I'm a professional. I'm genuinely a professional. He is there. He's right there. And that's so unfair, because he's in the room that I need to go to. This is so difficult. I don't know what to do. Okay. It's dead ahead. This room's crazy, by the way. Dead ahead. Alright, it's not there. Oh my goodness. This is such a massive problem. I think I'm going to have to be bold. How bold am I feeling? He's over there! Is it here? No. Yes! Oh, yes! We got the kit! Right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. If we manage to make it out alive, then this has been my best run ever. Now, can I remember where to go? That is the big question. Oh no! Yeah, I'm a little bit lost. I'm a lot lost. But yes! Come on! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Press this button. Gladly. Gladly, gladly, gladly. That was a gnarly run. That was like a wicked mean run. That was seriously good. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I managed to do like a sneaky thing. I guess the Ravager dude, he got a little bit stuck. I don't think his little pathfinding algorithm could quite work out that I had gone behind the iron gates, so I don't think he quite saw me, but I think he was trying to attack me, but managed to get himself in a bit of a pickle, and I managed to capitalize on said pickle, and I managed to come through with the book. Oh, I've just realized I forgot to look in the barrels. You all shouted at me down in the comment section because I forgot to look in the barrels, and I forgot to look in the barrels again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Loot Finder. Loot Finder is the one. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Loot box token. Ba-boom. Common, 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 uncommon. but still nothing really that's useful for me. So you know we're meant to be collecting decks, okay? Is there a prize for having an item from every single possible deck without having any that match one another? I mean, look at this. Dragon set, End set, Ocean set, Poison set, Enchanting set, Bee set, Baking set, Snowman set. What? That's got to be the most unlucky thing on the planet. Something has happened to Iskal. I can't help but feel like a challenge chicken might be involved. Either that or his caps lock is now broken. Anyway, now we're going to run over to the industrial district because I've got another scheme to tell you about. Now, the first thing that we have to do to make this scheme work is we need to connect up this pressure plate up at the top here, which I use to AFK at my mob farm. And we need to connect that into the other farms that are automized. So when I'm standing up at the top here, the sugarcane farm, the melon and pumpkin farm, and also the bamboo farm will all be automatically switched on and running. Now this is one of those things that sounds like it will be quite a big challenge, but actually it should be relatively simple, and I've got a creative way in which I can do it. I'm just hoping that I've built everything correctly. So if I power this on, that piston has now extended, and now we should see down at the bottom here there is there's no redstone output, is there? This system is now working, so no redstone output, and then redstone output. Now this is a design by Raiseworks, and it is beautifully simple. I absolutely love redstone contraptions like this. It's so genius how it works. Just comparing the signals between the two daylight sensors. Obviously when the block is across, then this one is more powerful than that one, so it turns it off. It's smart. Now the industrial district in its current state it's a little bit dull. It's a lot of grey blocks. Even the path blocks aren't exactly the brightest blocks in the world, so I think I'm going to try and add in some saturation by having the redstone line that connects up all these circuits be bright yellow. I'm sorry, yellow and black border. I completely forgot about your existence. You know, you've just been here for so long. You're such a familiar face. You know, you're basically part of the furniture at this point, and you've disappeared in my brain. Clearly, I've played far too much Minecraft today because now I'm speaking to the blocks. So the final blocks have been placed. Bamboo farm has accidentally been activated. Let's actually see what this looks like. Kind of excited because I think it looks great. Yes, I knew it was going to look great. As I was building it, I was thinking, this is looking good. This is looking cool. I don't know. I love industrial looking things. I love things that look super functional. And this looks about as functional as it gets. Look at this place. It looks so functional. And seeing this line highlighted makes it clear to someone that's going past, like flying by, that this is an important line. Because it is an important line. This is the connecting line. This is like the control center of the industrial district, so it's important that we highlight it, and that's why we've highlighted it yellow, because that's perfectly functional, and that's what industrial things are. Am I an enormous nerd or what? I think I might be. One of the biggest. The largest. So what's this scheme that I was thinking of? Well, as you know, I'm trying my best to make as many diamonds as possible. We've got Oh Dear, which has been an enormous success. We now have this new industrial day pass system, which I think is going to be successful, but I'm going to add to the industrial day pass system with my AFK for you, or no, not for you, me, AFK for me. I'm going to get people to AFK for me at the industrial district by standing on that there pressure plate up at the top, and as they AFK up there, they will be given tokens, and those tokens can be used to gain access to the industrial district. So if you AFK there for a decent length of time, then you'll get a decent number of tokens, which will give you a certain number of industrial day passes, so that your AFKing will actually lead to you getting more resources in the future. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. So I've created this slightly quick and dirty system, which is just going to test things out. So here we have a hopper timer, which is going to be bouncing back and forth. That's going to be counting the amount of time that I spend on the pressure plate. Here we have the dropper, and then here we have the system which is going to send the signal to the dropper. So only when I'm standing on the pressure plate will the hopper clock be activated and the dropper be able to actually send out items. So as a test, I'm just going to fill this thing with a bunch of yellow concrete, and then I'll see you in a little bit. That is hilarious. I kind of caught that during the clip and I was like, I wonder what that says. I'm just going to ignore it. I've been placing the adverts for the Oh Dear store all through the industrial district, which is very fitting actually. Anyway, seriously now, I'll see you in a bit. A bit has passed, it's been about an hour now, and I would say I would get about 16 if the system was working properly the entire time. You see, I was a little bit silly. As I say, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft today, and I made it so that when I stood on the pressure plate, the hopper clock actually turned off. Which meant that, yeah, for around about the first 10 minutes, I didn't get anything, and I was very confused. So with that done, and our store done, and this little thing here done as well, giving people the prices, which, of course, can be adjusted, dependent on demand, I would say this is our business all completed. So we now have the Industrial District Day Pass business, and also the AFK for Me token system, all implemented, done and dusted, looking good. And I also sung a time-lapse song, which, you know, that happened a long time ago now in the episode. I'm sure a lot of you have put that right out of your mind. So I'm going to remind you of it again, because awful. And on that note, I'll see you later. Oh, and I feel like I should mention, I have gone back to the Industrial District and I've put all of the item frames in the storage system so that people know where to get the items, because that was one thing that was suggested. And I've also made the Industrial District a little bit clearer as to the locations of things and how things actually function, so no one should be confused.